toning. Do we automatically gain weight as we get older, or is it that we just lack the desire to do anything about it?
Well, when we get past a certain age, our bodies are what they're doing naturally is aging. So as we age, there are a number of physiological changes that happen in the body, which is just basically natural. And there's two major things that happen. There's other things that happen, but the two major things is our metabolism starts to slow down and our muscle mass decreases. Now, when we talk about metabolism, that's basically the rate at which our body burns calories. And generally, when we get older, our metabolism slows down to the point that we can see a decrease every decade of 5% of our metabolism slowing down. That means we're not burning as much calories. That means we have to change our lifestyle in order to accommodate that. And then the other part is our muscle mass. Our muscles, if you don't use it, you lose it. If you're inactive and you don't exercise, that means that your muscles aren't being challenged. It means that you're losing the size or the bulk of the muscles, which is extremely important for helping to maintain your metabolism. That's what happens after the age of 50. Actually, it starts really after the age of 40, to tell you the truth.
I think it starts immediately upon birth. I mean, people are...
In a sense.
People are always saying you're aging. I mean, at 26, you're aging. I mean, it's just it's so ridiculous that age becomes the factor that everybody judges everybody else by.
Yeah, it's true, but that's just our reality. So that's just our reality, and what it means is we just have to understand that and work with that. So what it means is if you're over the age of 50, you got to make sure that you are exercising on a regular, daily basis, and it must include some cardiovascular activity to burn the calories, and it must include strength training to keep your muscles strong. Without the strength training, the calorie burning with the cardiovascular, it doesn't really work as well. You really have to combine both of them. And that helps to stave off your aging process, right? And if you're going to do this, you need to do this right. So one of the things that we do is we work with, and I've worked with hundreds of women over the age of 50 because that tends to be the market we work with. And everybody has their own story, but everybody knows that once we finish with them that by combining the exercise with eating properly, they can actually reduce their body fat levels or at least maintain what they have. And that's really ultimately the goal.
But it's just that people don't seem to realize that not only does exercise help your body, but it makes you feel good. It makes you feel lighter. It makes you feel more interested in life because it reacquaints you with your body.
Well, for women over the age of 50, because there's issues around having, the muffin top, you've heard of that term?
The muffin top? Yeah, but I'm not really sure what it means.
Okay, or menopause. Well, that little, and you may not know this, but a lot of women starts after the age of 40, you start getting that weight gain around your midsection, around the abdominal muscles. Because before the age of, 35, 40, the estrogen controls your weight gain, but it controls it around your hips and your thighs. After the age of 50 in menopause, we lose that estrogen, and then the weight starts to be gained around the midsection. So women become very unhappy with that. Their clothes don't fit as well as they used to. They feel like they have this little pot belly, and they're not happy with it. So those are the things that start to irk women, and that's where the exercising, as you said, you do the exercise, you eat correctly. Don't go wild with the dieting or anything like that because that doesn't necessarily help. That will help to reduce that muffin top. But better yet, if you're doing this before you get to menopause, you have a much better chance of not actually gaining the weight around the midsection.
Well, it depends on who you are. Exercise, as you know, is part of my life. It's like eating or sleeping. It's just something I do. And I do much more now than I did in the past, and I think it's kept me trim to a greater extent, and I know that will help other people. So give Medfit Rehab a call, ask for Joanne James, and see what happens. I'm sure it's going to be positive. Thank you, Joanne. We'll talk to you next week, and we'll talk to Michelle tomorrow.
All righty.
Bye.
Take care.
Joanne James, founder and medical exercise specialist of Medfit Rehab, will improve your overall health through medical exercise. Contact Joanne James, 647-259-5481, Columbus Center Athletic Department, Dufferin and Lawrence, medfitrehab.com.